the proof of theorem. Now what is meant by theorem? The statements which are logically proved are called as theorems. Statements which are logically proved are called as theorems. Now theorems are of two types, direct and indirect. There are two types of proofs, that is direct proof and indirect proof. Now see here, if the statement is given, the opposite angles formed by intersecting lines are congruent, and you have to start from direct from this statement, then it is called as direct. Indirect proof means if we take intersecting lines are not congruent, you have to take contradict for indirect proof. For indirect proof, you have to take the contradict of or converse of that statement. Now see here, the opposite angles formed by intersecting lines are congruent. It is a true statement and it is a direct proof. So let's start what is meant by theorem and how to solve the theorem. Now see here, we see the first theorem, that is the opposite angles formed by intersecting lines are congruent. It is your first theorem. Now from the statement, first you have to draw the figure. Now what is given? Intersecting lines. Now see here, what is given? AB and BCD. These two are intersecting line, intersect at point O. You have to draw first figure, and from this figure you have to write down given and to, and always your figure is to the in front of given and to. Now see here, what is given? Line AB and line BC intersect at point O. It is given, and AOB and COD means these three line points are collinear, and COD, these 3 points are collinear, and these angles, adjacent angles, are called as angles in a linear pair. What you have to show, students? The opposite angles formed by intersecting lines are congruent. Now see here, which are the opposite angle? AOC and BOD. It is your first angle. Second angle AOD and COD. These two are opposite angle, and these two are the opposite angles. These two angles you have to show congruent. Now see here, what you have to do? What is the first angle? Angle AOC is equal to angle BOD, and second AOD, angle AOD is equal to angle COD. These two angles you have to do congruent. Now see here, first you have to take what is given? AOB. Now these 3 points are collinear, so you can take these two angles as angles in a linear pair, and sum of angles in a linear pair is equal to 180. Always. Now see here, what is the name of this angle? AOC. What is the name of this angle? BOC. AOB plus BOC is equal to 180. It is your first equation. And then if we take COD, then you get angle BOC plus angle BOD is equal to 180. Now you have to take these two angles, then take these two angles, these angles. And what is the reason? Angles in a linear pair. Angles in a linear pair. Now see here, from first and second, what is equal? Right hand side is equal, therefore left hand side is also equal. So you can take angle AOB plus angle BOC is equal to angle BOC plus angle BOD. Here what is reason? From 1 and 2. From 1 and 2. Now cut this, what you get? Angle AOB is equal to angle BOD. Angle means you can prove the first AOC is there. AOC plus BOC. AOC is equal to what? BOD. Now AOC is equal to BOD. First, similarly, we can prove that AOD is equal to COD. Then what you have to write down here? Similarly, we can prove that angle AOD is equal to angle BOC. what you have to take students? Angles in a linear way. AOC plus COB and COB plus BOB. Now see here, BOC will be cut. What you get? AOC is equal to BOD. First proof is completed. Similarly, we can show that the second, that is AOB, is equal to COB. Students, you have to write down this theorem as it is. First, write down this all in one line, given to prove and prove. Your figure is always to the right side of the your page, and then write down. Now students, you have to write down that I have given in the video. Whole points you have to write down in your copy and complete homework. And write down the theorem also in your copy. So thank you and have a nice day. Now let's start. Now let's start exercise 1.3. Here what you have to do? Convert the statement into conditional form or in the converse form. Now see the first question. What is given first question, students? Write the following statements in if and then form. If and then form means you have to write down in conditional form. Now see here, what is the first statement? The opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. Now you have to write down which type of statements? Conditional statement. Conditional means if and then form. Now if the opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent, means parallelogram is given and you have to show that the angles are congruent. So what you have to write down? If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its opposite angles are congruent. Now in if and then you have to write down the statement as it is. Parallelogram is given and its opposite angles are congruent. Now if quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its opposite angles are congruent. Now what is the second statement, students? The diagonals of rectangle are congruent. The diagonals of rectangle are congruent. Means what is given? Rectangle is given. Here you have to write down the same. If a quadrilateral is a rectangle, because it is given, quadrilateral is a rectangle, what you have to show? Its diagonals are congruent. Then its diagonals are congruent. Its diagonals are congruent. Now what is the third statement? In an isosceles triangle, the segment joining the vertex and the midpoint of the base is perpendicular to the base. In an isosceles triangle, the segment joining the vertex and midpoint of the base is perpendicular to the base. Here also what you have here? Triangle is given. Therefore you have to write down if triangle is an isosceles triangle. If triangle is an isosceles triangle, then what you have to show that? Then the segment joining the vertex, you have to write down all full sentence here. What? Or segment joining the vertex and the midpoint of the base is perpendicular to the base. The statement as it is you have to write down. Now see here what we take here in conditional statement, you have to write down if and then form. Write down in the form of if and then. Now see the second question, students. What is second question? Write the converse of the following statements. You have to write down converse of the following statement. Question number 2. What you have to write down? Converse of the following statement. Now see here what is the first? The alternate angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversals are congruent. The alternate angles formed by two parallel lines means parallel lines are given and then alternate angles are congruent. If parallel lines are there, then alternate angles are congruent. So what you have to write down? Here you have to write down the converse, means take antecedent as a consequent part and consequent as a antecedent part. So what you have to write down? If the alternate angles formed by, if the alternate angles formed by two lines are congruent, then the two lines are parallel. Then the two lines are parallel. Here what is given in the statement? Lines are given parallel first. You have to write down converse, means then the two lines are parallel. Now see the second statement. If the pair of interior angles made by transversal of two lines are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Here lines are given parallel. you have to show that what is given, interior angles are supplementary, then you have to show that the lines are parallel. So first here what you have to take, if the two lines are parallel, if the two lines are parallel, then interior angle formed by transversal on two lines are supplementary. What is given here, students? You have to show that the lines are parallel. So first you have to take, if the two lines are parallel, then the interior angles formed by transversal on two lines are supplementary. Now what is the third statement? The diagonals of rectangle are congruent. Diagonals of rectangle are congruent means rectangle is given here in true statement. So in converse you have to show that it is a rectangle. So what you have to write down? If diagonals of quadrilateral are congruent, diagonals of quadrilateral are congruent, then quadrilateral is a rectangle. You have to write down in converse. Okay students, now see here you have to complete exercise 1.3 and do the practice of all these statements. If you do the practice of all these statements, it is easy to convert the statements in conditional form or in converse form. So do the practice of it and complete exercise 1.3. We will take problem set 1 in the next period. Thank you and have a nice day.